This foil pack dinner is cozy, hearty, and best of all, there's zero cleanup. Hi, I'm Christina from It Is a Keeper and CakeMixRecipes.com. I share tried and true recipes that anyone can make because if you can read, you can cook. Today, I'm showing you how to make a beef and vegetable hobo dinner. It's a whole meal wrapped in foil, perfect for busy nights or outdoor cooking. I've put a link to the full printable recipe in the video description below, so make sure you grab it. Okay, so for our foil pack dinners, we're going to start with some ground beef. So here I have about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You can use whatever kind you want, 90-10, 80-20, whatever floats your boat. And I'm gonna add half of this package of French onion soup mix. So this is gonna be the flavor component, because remember, we have to season everything. And then I'm just gonna get in with my hands and mix it around. Not too much, you don't wanna overwork your meat. And now we're making 4 packets out of this. So I'm gonna wanna divide it into 4. And while my hands are all beefy, I'm just gonna go ahead and form those into patties. Now you don't want super thick patties because we want these to cook, cook well we're doing these in the oven. You could totally do them on a campfire. But we want them to cook well. So I'm gonna do it kind of thinner so that they cook more evenly. And I always put the little divot in the middle so it doesn't puff up. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands and we're gonna move on to the vegetable portion. So here I have some potatoes, carrots, and onions. So I'm gonna start with the carrots. And you wanna get nice thin slices. We don't want big chunks. Okay, carrots chopped. We're gonna move on to potatoes. So same thing with the potatoes. I'm using these baby Yukon Gold, and what's great about these is you don't even need to peel them. You can just use them with the peel on. All right, potatoes are done. Next up are our onions. Again, I'm just gonna do them in thin slices. If you're not a fan of onions, you can leave them out, it's okay. So to our vegetables, we're going to add a drizzle of olive oil here. Just enough to give everybody a good coat. And then the remaining portion of our French onion soup. Get everything seasoned up with that. Okay, let me go clean up my hands. I gotta get rid of all this olive oil, and then I'm gonna start assembling our packets. So here I have 4 sheets of foil, about the length of this half sheet pan. So that's gonna be pretty good. And we're going to add one of our patties right to the center, and then we're gonna layer on the vegetables right on top. And again, you kind of want to be careful about how you place this so that your potatoes aren't stacked up too much or your carrots aren't stacked up too much, because you want everything in a nice thin layer so it cooks evenly. So then you're going to fold these up together, the long edges up together, and kind of roll them to seal it. So roll your edges to seal them. And then the ends, you're gonna roll those up as well. And voila, the perfect little foil pack. So I'm just gonna finish these up. We're gonna make 3 more. So we have everything together. I'm just gonna line them up on this baking pan to go into the oven. If you're doing them on a campfire, you just place those right on the coals and let them cook. Not on the flame, but on the coals and let them cook. But we're gonna throw these into a preheated 400-degree oven, and then we're gonna come back and check them out. Okay, our hobo packets are done. They are screaming hot, so while they cool for a minute so I don't burn my fingertips off, I can tell you a little bit about them. Here's why I love these. Everything cooks together in one foil pack. You can customize it with all your favorite veggies, and cleanup is a breeze. You could just toss the foil right in the trash when you're done. No dirty pots and pans. But do remember, always use heavy duty foil so that it holds up in the oven or on the grill or campfire or however you're making it. And you can customize this even more. Add a pat of butter or a spoon of cream of mushroom soup to the packet for extra flavor. Or you could even swap out the ground beef, put in a sausage patty. That would add a lot of extra flavor, and how super simple would that be? It's already seasoned. You don't even have to monkey with that. Just put the sausage patty in and top it with the veggies. Now, if you're gonna take these camping, or if you just want an easy weeknight dinner, you can make these ahead of time, wrap them up, and then just bake them when you're ready to go. So I think I'm ready to dig in now. These are These have cooled down quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, just a little bit so I can handle them. But just look at that. All that seasoning, whoops. These smell amazing, so let's see how they taste. I wanna get some carrot and some potato and some ground beef. Now I did temp these before I took them out of the oven with my meat thermometer. Going in. All that's missing is the smoke from the campfire. These beef and vegetable hobo dinner are definitely a keeper. It's easy, flavorful, and makes cleanup a total breeze. Share this video with someone who loves good food, and don't forget to grab that printable recipe below. Thanks for cooking with me today. If you love easy, no mess dinners like this one, you've got to check out my baked country style ribs. Just as hearty, just as simple. Click right here and I'll see you over there.